Hey, and welcome to What the Fanfic, your source of shit-terrible fanfiction ranging from the creepily horrific to the downright mortifyingly retarded. I'm Lazarus, and with me today is Starrod641. And today,
Howdy.
we're going to read another fancy little part of the My Little Psycho series. This time featuring Rainbow Swirl in the Friendship Ball Slayings.
Rainbow what?
Rainbow Swirl. I thought you were saying Rainbow Ball. I'm like, what? I'm getting my words mixed up because of you. Curse you. I'm already, enraged from what happened beforehand.
It's not my fault.
It is your fault. It's everyone's fault, because I can never get 20 minutes to myself to make a recording. Anyways, I'm going to start this off. Because no one cares about my personal life. And if you do, that's
What's a personal
pretty
life?
creepy. It's something you don't have. No, sorry, you do have one. I don't. Anyways, we're wasting time here, good sir. So, we shall begin. Rainbow Swirl awoke to the sound of birds chirping, and with the golden rays of sunlight streaming from her window. Rubbing the sleep from her eyes, Rainbow Swirl yawned, then got out of bed. Suddenly, she remembered about the upcoming friendship ball, and all thoughts of sleep were pushed to the back of her mind. Rushing into the kitchen of Dream Castle, Rainbow Swirl was surprised to see that some of her friends were already up. Peachy Pie and Denim Blue were busy eating blueberry pancakes at the long dining table, and Desert Blossom, Wondermint, Stardasher, Windwisher, Fallonshy, and Crystal Lace were all crowding around for Cynthia, who was apparently the one making the pancakes. Deciding to have something other than pancakes for breakfast, as it seemed for Cynthia had enough on her hooves to deal with, Rainbow Swirl settled on starting her day with a nice bowl of her favorite cereal, Pony Pops. Rainbow Swirl poured milk on her cereal, and then sat down at the dining table where some of her friends were already eating. Naturally, the only topic of discussion was the upcoming Friendship Ball. The Friendship Ball was a dance held every year. It brought much excitement to the ponies of Ponyland. All of the ponies hoped to win the Best Friend of the Year award, but even if they didn't win, there was still much fun to be had at the ball. There was dancing, music, and some of the best food in all of Ponyland. The finest cakes, cookies, muffins, and pies were being baked special for the occasion by Ponyland's famous chef, Cotton Candy, owner of the Cotton Candy Cafe. Twinkle Twirl was even holding ballet lessons in her dance academy for free to any pony who asked, so everyone could dance at the ball. Then there was the Best Friend of the Year award. The award was given to the friendliest and most helpful pony in Ponyland. So naturally, all the ponies were being extra kind to each other in hopes of being the one to receive the reward. Award, rather.
Of course.
There is no reward. The only reward is self-gratification, good sir.
And money. Lots and lots of money.
You mean bits.
Shut up.
Your currency does not apply here. Digging into her cereal, Rainbow Swirl smiled. She had a plan for helping a lot of ponies so she could get the award. Looking over, she saw that Forsythia was still handing out freshly made pancakes. Apparently, Forsythia wanted the award as well. Rainbow Swirl gritted her teeth and focused her attention once more on her cereal. The giant dining table was now almost filled, as Forsythia was a fast cooker, though not as good as Cotton Candy. Chewing on her breakfast, Rainbow Swirl looked to her right as she saw her best friend Juniper Jade sit down next to her. Glancing at her friend's plate, Rainbow Swirl saw that she too had some of Forsythia's pancakes. Would Forsythia get the Best Friend of the Year award? With a sigh, Rainbow Swirl finished what was left of her now soggy Pony Pops and left the dining area to
murder.
leave. What?
I sense a murder plot developing.
You do. For the gardens. The gardens of Dream Castle are filled with the widest selection of flowers in all of Ponyland. Rainbow Swirl's plan was to get the coveted Pony Award, was to cut bouquets and flowers for the upcoming Friendship Ball. Once outside, Rainbow Swirl put on a sun hat to shield her sensitive ears from the sun and got to work. Time seemed to fly by for all of the castle's pony residents, and soon the Friendship Ball had begun. The sweet, fatty aroma of Cotton Candy's cooking enveloped the dance hall like toxic smog over an overpopulated city. Nice analogy there.
Yeah, but I feel fat already. My God.
The cakes, well, I'm not going to say anything here. The cakes, pies, and other artery-clogging sweets lined an entire wall of the dance hall. There had to be lots of snacks. All the ponies in Ponyland and other surrounding areas were crammed into this one single dance hall. Rainbow Swirl smiled as she gazed out at the crowded dance hall. Soft, melodic, melodic. I cannot say that word. Melodic. Who cares? Melodious. Whatever you want to call it. Music played in the background, and all the ponies throbbed and pulsed in the beat of the music softly playing. Insert cock joke here. Making her way over to the snack area, Rainbow Swirl cut out a slice of key lime pie and proceeded to clog her arteries with the unhealthy food. Deciding to down the pie with some Oreo crumble ice cream, Rainbow Swirl reached for the garden of frozen sneezes, and suddenly the music stopped. Ugh.
And that, my friends, is what happens with artery clogging food.
Yes, it makes you sneeze. All the ponies stopped dancing as Cotton Candy walked up to a microphone conveniently placed in a corner of the hall. The winner of the Best Friend Award would soon be announced, and I would soon sneeze myself. Well, aren't we all having fun? Cotton Candy said into the microphone. I sure am, she continued, especially with all this great food and music. All the ponies nodded their heads and smiled nervously, waiting for the news of who had won the award. Now, the moment you have all been waiting for, Cotton Candy exclaimed in a manly voice. Because apparently I gave her a manly voice. Anyway, she exclaimed as Twinkie Twirl handed her a bright pink envelope, which contained the name of the winner. Cotton Candy opened the envelope as Twinkie Twirl took several steps back into the audience. And the winner is... All of the ponies. Speech impediments for the win. All the ponies had held their breath. For Cynthia squealed in delight and pranced up to where Cotton Candy was to speak into the microphone. Rainbow Swirl's breath was caught in her throat. That's some bad grammar there. All those hard hours of working out in the sun to decorate the dance hall with extravagant floral arrangements had been wasted. All because Cynthia had cooked pancakes for breakfast. With her eyes downcast, a tear fell from Rainbow Swirl's eye. In her haste to make it to Cotton Candy, Cynthia pushed Rainbow Swirl out of the way. Rainbow Swirl was knocked into one of the decorative floral arrangements she had created, and was promptly stung on the nose by a bee that had been buzzing around a carnation. Rainbow Swirl shrieked in pain, and all the ponies turned their heads in her direction. Even Cynthia stopped moving and turned around. The dance hall was deadly silent.
Dun, dun,
Rainbow
dun.
Swirl slowly got up from the floor where she had fallen. Her rainbow mane shielded her eyes from view. Suddenly, however, Rainbow Swirl's hair swept back as if being blown by a strong wind. Her eyes were milky white. The iris and pupils in her once-caring eyes were gone. Slowly, Rainbow Swirl started to levitate from the ground, and a sound similar to the crackling of electricity could be heard echoing throughout the hall. All the ponies stood there, their mouths dropped stupidly.
Murder.
Who's ready for murder?
I am!
Are you, Chris?
I love murder.
I bet you would. Anyways, the exits of the dance hall were immediately barricaded by the tables supporting the great amount of junk food lining the one side of the dance hall. The ponies were trapped, and Rainbow Swirl suddenly had malevolent telekinetic powers. Rainbow Swirl looked for Cynthia in the crowd of now screaming ponies and spotted her out immediately. Zooming through the air like a UFO, they actually spelled out UFO here, Rainbow Swirl landed on Cynthia's back, and with her new telekinetic powers, mentally grabbed an ice cream scoop from all the fallen food that lined the one wall in the dance hall. Ice cream scoop now in hoof, Rainbow Swirl proceeded to gouge out Cynthia's eyes. Cynthia screamed as the ice cream scoop scooped out her eyeballs. Blood poured from the now empty eye sockets, and all the ponies trapped in the homicidal Rainbow Swirl, with the homicidal Rainbow Swirl, screamed even louder. Cynthia shook violently and started to have a heart attack from the shock of having her eyes scooped out by an ice cream scoop, of all things. Certainly the fat clogging the pony's arteries from all the fatty sweets she constantly ate contributed to the heart attack as well. Rainbow Swirl stepped off the now convulsing Cynthia and laughed at her maliciously. Now, she said, all the screaming ponies, it's your turn! Getting a tighter grip on the ice cream scoop, Rainbow Swirl flew through the air at Peachy Pie and started to beat the Peachy Pony on the head with the scoop. Sickening crack, Peachy Pie fell to the ground, blood flowing freely from her head and mouth. The ice cream scoop, now cheaply made of plastic, cracked in half. How you managed to break her skull with a plastic scoop, I have no idea. Damn, growled Rainbow Swirl as she used her new spooky mind powers to levitate one of Cotton Candy's huge cakes off the floor. Rainbow Swirl grabbed Desert Blossom as she tried to escape. She pinched Desert Blossom's nostrils shut, forcing the terrified pony to breathe out of her mouth. Using her homicidal mind, Rainbow Swirl forced large chunks of the cake down Desert Blossom's throat. There was so much cake being shoved down her throat that soon the pony was struggling to draw breath. Great big globs of vanilla frosting went into the pony's lungs. Rainbow Swirl let go of Desert Blossom, and the pony immediately fell to the polished floor and started gagging and choking convulsively. Soon, blue in the face, the once joyful pony was dead through asphyxiation. Rainbow Swirl took another great big glob of cake and threw it at Valentine. The cake lodged in her windpipe, and she too died. Very quickly. And Denim Blue was the next to go. With the aid of a plastic spoon, Rainbow Swirl soon had all of the pony's limbs dislocated. How with a plastic spoon, I have no idea. These ponies must be made out of jelly. And left the pony to die on the bottom floor from seizures. Wondermint, Cotton Candy, Star Dasher, and Wind Wisher died one after the other, each with plastic eating utensils jammed into their brains. One by one, all the ponies in the dance hall fell victim to Rainbow Swirl, until the only one left was Juniper Jade. I am speaking in a dramatic voice. Rounding on the one last pony, Rainbow Swirl grinned sadistically. Juniper Jade tripped on the entrails of Crystal Lace and fell to the floor, unable to escape, as Rainbow Swirl's distorted shadow loomed over her. The terrified pony sobbed as Rainbow Swirl used her telekinetic powers to lift her victim up into the air. Shrieking with panic, Juniper Jade trembled as she gazed down at Rainbow Swirl. A prickling sensation clouded the pony's mind, and her limbs went numb. With a sickening squelch, Juniper Jade's limbs were torn off her body and fell to the ground, landing in the cake. With one final scream, Juniper Jade's voice grew weak until loss of blood overcame her. Rainbow Swirl danced in delight. "Now the award is mine!" she screamed. "I'm the best friend of the year!" And that concludes the Friendship Ball Slayings.
Murder! I love murder.
You scare me sometimes. Anyways, that was it for this video of What the Fanfic. If you liked what you just read, I guess, subscribe, like the video, stick around for more. If you want to support us individually, we have a featured, readers list in the profile page. Profile page. YouTube doesn't have profile pages, they have channels. But yeah, go subscribe to us and enjoy, I guess.
Feel free to make requests. No clop fiction, for the love of God.
The heck's a clop fiction?
What?
I thought a clop fiction was just what Nate was doing.
Clop fiction is lolicon pony fiction. Yeah.
My brain is full of fuck.
Shit we can get banned off of for YouTube.
Why is Nate reading that, then?
I have no idea. Feel free to subscribe to him because we called him out now.
Dear God. We will,
we'll pick this up next time with a new video. Bye!
Yeah, I'm gonna go gouge my ears out now.